Just got finished playing The Last of Us Part 2, and by gosh, it is great. I loved it. My opinion still hasn't changed. I mean, there's some subjective things, but as far as the game itself, as far as graphics, story, uh, oh gosh, soundtrack, voice acting, everything was done superb. Like I said, I could probably ding it a few points, maybe a point or two for the glitches that I ran into, such as, enemies spawning on you in certain locations or just out of nowhere. I had to happen once, and then I had one time where Ellie got frozen for a little bit. Uh, but I mean, the rest of them were just so minor. Those were the two major glitches that I saw. But there's some minor ones that happen every now and then that like I said, I can knock a couple of points off of a game from 100. But as far as story uh, and everything else, it was excellently done. It's superbly done. I mean, story is subjective because people will enter their personal opinions into that, and I had no expectations when going into this. Uh, the only problem that I have with the story whatsoever is just personal decision. Like, I wouldn't have let Abby live. I'm sorry. It's just that's me. No, personally, I would have made her drowned, and I was looking for so forth. But then again, I see why they left it open like that. Uh, so I see what they're trying to do and what they're going to do. They're going to make a third Last of Us, and just like everything with just like everything that Naughty Dog puts out, it's going to be great. It's if you went into this with a vision of what the story was going to be and just didn't sit back and enjoy the story, yeah, you're going to get upset a lot. And yes, because the reason why I was so frustrated at not killing Abby is we spent most of the game. That was the whole purpose of the game, was to kill Abby, for what she did to Joel. And yes, I have put spoilers at the lead of this video because I think that's what's going to happen. They're going to cross paths again, and this time I think in the third one, that's probably when we're going to get to see the actual kill of Abby. Uh, and thank God. I mean, no matter what, I mean, it depends on your perspective on how you think about things, on whether or not you'll agree with it or not. Uh, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Joel saved her because they didn't give Ellie a choice. And yeah, he did what he had to do. Joel was right. And without Joel's actions, Ellie wouldn't be alive. So yeah, I think this is going to weigh on her a little while. They touched on some PTSD, and that's why she went back out to go after Abby. Uh, and then people were sitting there saying that it's kind of like a forgiveness thing. That was Ellie's way of forgiving Joel, was by letting her go. But I don't think that's going to be the end of it. I think they're going to run across each other and they're going to be enemies in the next one. It's just, I don't know. There's such, but then again, I'm not going to try to speculate. I'm not going to try to set up too many things for the next one because I do know that there's going to be a next one. So as far as the game goes itself, I mean, you could probably give it an anywhere from a 95 to 98 score, and easily that's perfectly great, and that's perfectly fine. With a few nicks and stuff for the bugs that it had every now and then, because everything else was done perfectly. Like I said, the rest is personal, subjective stuff. You can feel however you may. Like, I hate at the end that we didn't get to kill Abby, but I still want to see where they take this because I hope we do get to kill Abby in the third. That's what I am hoping. But I mean, even if it doesn't happen, maybe they'll do a redemption story arc on Abby in the third one where she does something a little bit more better than just saving a few, one kid and saves a bunch of people. That shows that, oh yeah, she really is redeem worthy. But nothing in the game made me want to. I mean, even as playing as Abby, I didn't want. I enjoyed throwing her off cliffs, watching her die. Uh, even though she did good things, what she did to Joel was just, it was heinous, it was bad, and she deserves to pay. So I got my kicks out of making her die as many ways as I could. Throwing her off buildings, purposely running out in front of people, and letting her get shot in the face or stabbed or whatever. That was fun. But like I said, those are all personal things. It's, you think about what you would do. Sorry, I couldn't let anybody go who did that to my family. I would never be able to. I don't care how much you want to sit there and preach the forgiveness angle. Yeah, that ain't going to work for me. Forgiveness is in between you and your maker, and I'm going to arrange the meeting. I, it was really good. It was really powerful. It continued on with the story. I took it in directions that I didn't think it would go, and I liked it. I enjoyed it. Like I said, the haters will hate just because they can't get past their personal opinions and personal preferences and be fair to a game and rate it for what a game deserves to be rated for. And as far as what the game deserves to be rated for, it's by far still the console game of this generation. Now, I'm Mr. Anger. Whether you like it or not, be good or be good at it.